All right, this is a follow up on the blog I made about Grandpa in Trillium Hospital. Yeah, he suffered a seven heart attack on December 1st, Tuesday. So when we heard the news around 3:30, we left and we came home, and we organized ourselves and we head down there to Mississauga from Aurelia. It's an hour and a half to get down there. So we get down there straight to the hospital, and he was in a critical condition. He suffered seven heart attacks. While we were there, he suffered a code blue. They run out everybody from the room, and they were working on him, and think they maybe fractured some ribs or something like that. Yeah, so we were there Tuesday. All the family were up there. Most family were coming. All the kids. He had nine kids coming from Switzerland. That's Switzerland and Trinidad, New York. So all of them were making their way up, thinking the worst. But he was really bad on Tuesday. He was in ICU. We went. I didn't go in the ICU because I've been through something like this, and it was very traumatic for me to go in and do that. So I didn't go in. But I stayed in the waiting room, and with my positive attitude, talking to people and supporting them and helping them. And my wife, Hema, did an awesome job of getting everybody together and prayer. Say a prayer. Everybody hold hands in the waiting room, and they pray for him to recover and see through this thing. So late that night, they made a decision of DR, um, yeah, DRN, do not resuscitate. So DNR, yeah, do not resuscitate. Get that mix up. So they give it verbally to the doctors, do not resuscitate, and they just took him off. That and they told us that if he had a next heart attack, he was gone out because they couldn't do nothing no more because his chest was all swollen and sore. So he was on life support, the machine, every single machine you think of, he was on a tube down his throat, nose, heart monitoring him, and he pulled through that for Tuesday. So Wednesday we went back down there, straight to the hospital again, and he started recovering. He started talking to people. He started making noise. He started, his usual self. Get me out of here. So I didn't go on Wednesday again. Um, so Thursday, I didn't go to work on Wednesday. We went down there early and we stayed from 1 o'clock in the morning till late 12 o'clock. Came home. Came home. No, left the hospital like 10:30. Came home just like 10 to 12 that night. So we went to work on Thursday. Went and work on Thursday, and after work we make it down there to the hospital again. He was doing much better. That's when I went and I saw him in the ICU. That's a terrible, well, I can say terrible place, but that's a place of miracle because it had people with triple bypass surgery, um, you name it, anything with heart to do with heart surgery, they were there. And I went in the room on Thursday to see him off the life support machine. And we went to the nursing station. He was a room by himself, all um, in his bed, and he was calling us, "Call, come, I want to go home." And he asking, "Where's his shoes?" So we went in and we say hi to him, and we talked to him and thing. And then We stayed Thursday and came home. Went to work Friday as well. Came up. We brought him and dad up with us and Matthew to spend the night because all the kids came that time. The 9 kids was around, and on Friday we went down there again to see him in a. I think they move him from ICU to a recovery room. So we stay Friday in the waiting room from 10:30 to 1:30 in the morning. Sending prayers. We say the prayer, and just sending that positive vibe to let him know that we were in the waiting room. You know, waiting him to have a full recovery. So we went home and spent the night by him Saturday, and then Saturday early morning, like 7 o'clock, I went down to the hospital, and I went and I saw him, and he was sleeping. And in the evening, we went back, and he was talking to us like normal. He asked me to help him fix the tube, help him fix the um, teeth, help him fix. So he was fully recovered. And this is where we witness, and I am witnessing a miracle. So this is why I'm making this blog, to let people know this miracle do happen. So that 1% of hope everybody have, life will prevail to prove that he could beat the odds. That's what we see in this witnessing. So on Saturday we went down back and we see him and we talked to him, and he's talking, reacting. He squeezed my hand. He have lots of strength. I told him squeeze my hand, and he squeezed it. He strength. He had power. So he's good to go. I think he's gonna make a full recovery. It's amazing what come back. I think they're doing CAT scan and X-ray to see any damage. They didn't have no brain damage, nothing to say that he had a massive heart attack. No heart damage, no valve, nothing damaged. So we use all that's clear. So now is the important part now. So between he's telling, he didn't tell me personally, but he's telling this story that he's seeing his ancestors. He's in the transition of going to the light, and he's seeing his ancestors all over the room, and he's pointing. Look them in the roof. He's calling Uncle Harry. Look, Uncle Harry is there. His mother. He's seeing his mother, and he's reaching out to them, to the light. Them is in the light, with their hands stretched out, and is reaching for him, but they just can't touch him. He's just distancing himself away. So while that thing, one of his relatives came and tell us the story that 7 years ago he had a heart attack, and he went to he saw himself out of body experience floating around the room, and he could have seen his ancestors calling him into the light. So today it proven that the after death experience, I am witnessing that today, that it do happen. You do go towards the light. So I'm just making this blog to let everybody know that what we witnessed in here is a miracle, and I want you all to pray and have hope that Grandpa Dana Ryan Roshan will make a full recovery, and we're gonna see him home very soon. All right, so I want you to like and share this blog and let people know that there's hope of that 1% chance of recovering from any tragedy. It's there. So share this and let people know. If somebody is in this position, let them know.